friends, and welcome to the Dutch Watch channel. I had a blast at Lanzarote with these two great watches from Direnzo, and I hope that you have enjoyed the intro. If you like my videos, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. It would mean a lot to me, and of course it will help me to grow and improve the channel. Now let's get back to the watch. I had purchased this watch in July 2023, and I was looking forward to receive this model because I missed out on the bigger brother, the first DRZ02 series. The version that we are going to check out today is the reduced version of the O2 model family, and boy oh boy do we have a looker here on the wrist. The hardest part with purchasing a Direnzo is to choose the color. Just as I feel with the brand Nomos, Direnzo has a real talent of creating very lively and attractive colors for its dials. And for everybody who is interested in the new model, there is already another difficult choice that we need to make with the launch of the DRZ06 Wandering Star that's almost on the way. The launch for this one will be at the 10th of February, so please check out the website from Direnzo if you are interested, of course. I will put down a link down below so you won't miss out on the launch. Direnzo seems to sell out quickly, so keep this in mind. But yeah, let's go back to the watch that we have here today. The orange DRZ02 Reduced Aerolite. The dial has a bowl-shaped form, and this gives the watch a lot of visual interest and depth. And this is a real design trademark from Direnzo watches. The indices are cut out on the dial, and there is a second white loomed layer underneath the dial. It's reminiscent to some of the double-layered Panerai dials, but done in the Direnzo style way. The shape of these indices reminds me of the mysterious circles that are sometimes found in large grain fields. It gives the watch a very retro, futuristic look. This orange dial appears sometimes as a matte dark orange color, but can change dramatically to a very bright and vibrant fume orange color. We can see a lighter shade of orange in the center that gradually darkens towards the edges. There is a rich depth to the dial with deep radial brushing, which is creating these beautiful lighting effects. These colorful fume dials were very popular in the 70s, and they are back with a vengeance. These smoke dials are quite ubiquitous these days, and that's not a bad thing because they can be very beautiful. The hands that are hovering over the double layer dial are organically shaped, which suits the overall design language very well. The lollipop seconds hand eclipses the date window at the 6 o'clock position, and the white colored printing is crisp and contrasting on the orange dial and is very sharp. From this model family there are 11 versions to choose from, and they come in 5 different colors, which are black, blue, grey, purple and orange, and all are with or without a date function. And then there's also a limited edition version of just 40 units. If we then take a closer look at the side of the case, we see a very interesting elliptical and concave shape. It makes the overall look very elegant, and it makes the design of the case flow. The eyes are then drawn to the polished chamfers, which transitions all the way to the edges of the bracelet. Thanks to the cushion-shaped case with organic shapes and beautiful transitions from brushed to polished finished parts, the whole watch looks very sleek and sporty with an elegant touch. The cushion-shaped case is also just 10.8mm thick and wears very comfortable. Because of the short lock-to-lock size of just 44mm, it will fit on most wrists. The watch has a diameter of just 39mm, but because of its cushion-style case, it has a lot of presence on the wrist, especially in colors like the burnt orange or the purple. The finishing is very well done here, with very sharp transitions from polished chamfers on the side to very fine vertical brushing on the side and top of the watch case. The bezel has a radial brushing on top, and on the side of the bezel we can see a very thin and elegant polished chamfer with a brushed part below this that gives it some extra visual interest in the whole design. On top of the watch we find a flat sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, and what immediately stands out here is that the legibility is better here than on my DRZ04 Mondial, which has a domed sapphire crystal. If we then take a look at the movement, we see the Swiss workhorse from Solita under the sapphire hood, and it is the automatic SW200-1 Elabore grade with the Inca block shock protection system. This caliber has a smooth 4 Hz beat rate, is hackable and has a 38-hour power reserve. It's one of my favorite movements in this price point because of the accuracy, reliability and serviceability. We can also see some Geneva striping on the rotor, and on top of the sapphire glass we have the red Direnzo logo. Furthermore, we can see some engravings on the case back, like the model reference, the name of the designer, and in this case a water resistance of 100 meter. The push-pull crown for operating the watch is 6.5 millimeters in diameter with a subtle but grippy knurling and with a Lume pip on top of it, which suits the overall design very well. Because of technical reasons it wasn't possible to integrate the screw down crown. This had to do with the ellipse shaped concave form of the case, I believe, but I must say that operating the crown is a very smooth experience. One thing I do notice is that sometimes it can be hard to pull the crown out because I can't get my fingers behind it sometimes. But that's okay, function follows form in this case, but this is the only drawback that I have experienced with this watch. Operating the crown goes with a convincing feeling and the winding of the movement is a very smooth affair. If we then take a look at the bracelet, I can say that I personally was sold on the looks of it. It's quite a cool design. The whole appearance of the integrated bracelet on the watch is simply spectacular. Some bracelets are spectacular because of how they play with the light, like for example a Tissot PRX, but here it is simply stunning because of the integration with the case and the overall design. The bracelet falls straight down from the case, so there is no added lock to lock size, which is good for the wearability if you have smaller wrists. And on my 6.7 inch wrist it wears like a dream. On the back of the bracelet we also find a quick release system, so you can easily swap the bracelet for a rubber or leather strap, which are going to be available on the Direnzo watches website in the near future from what I understood. The bracelet can be sized with a screw down system and it comes standard on a twin button release butterfly clasp with perlage finish on it. The watch wears very comfortable on the wrist and sizing it to your preferred size is easy with the 2 half links that comes with the watch. In my previous review I mentioned that there was a screwdriver included, but this was my mistake. It's not included in the overall package, so yeah, and for most of us watch enthusiasts we have one somewhere laying around, so that's not a problem. But if this is your first watch, yeah, then it would be great if a screwdriver was included, because you can directly size it up. So maybe, yeah, I think that could be a great addition to the overall package in the near future. If we then take a look at the lume of the DRZ02 Aerolite, I can say that it is very potent, reactive, and that it glows very long and strong. The whole shape of the lume looks like something from outer space in the dark. So let's kill the lights and take a look. Spec check. So now let's have a quick look at the specifications of the watch. Now, when you build a collection of watches, you often start with more conventional watches with a white, grey or black color dial. But sometimes you want to celebrate a weekend or a nice sunny summer day. Or you just want to celebrate a special occasion with a cool and colorful watch on the wrist. And for me, that is how I enjoy my Direnzo DRZ02 Aerolite. It is a conversation starter and a downright compliment machine. Normally I don't get many compliments about my watches because people don't really care mostly what you wear, which is fine of course, but when I'm wearing the orange Aerolite, I often get a compliment or a question like, what kind of a watch is that? Or what brand is it? The Direnzo DRZ02 Aerolite lights up my collection and it adds some diversity and color to it. And you definitely can wear the Aerolite as your daily driver, but depending on your taste, the black or grey colors might be a better choice. And yeah, life's too short to wear boring watches. And I promise you that this watch absolutely put a smile on your face when you look at the watch to check the time, whatever color you choose. I also promise you that you will stare more to your watch than to your smartphone, but that's a good thing. Unfortunately, all of the DRZ02 Aerolite watches were sold out, but there will be a relaunch somewhere later in 2024, so stay tuned. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and bell icon and subscribe to my channel so you get a notification when I launch a new video, like the review of the Direnzo DRZ01 ring star, for example, which will follow shortly after this review. For now, thank you for watching and I will see you all on the next one. Bedankt voor het kijken allemaal en tot de volgende!